The internet says that foam rolling is good for you, especially if you do a lot of running or a lot of sitting. Since I do both of these things, I should probably foam roll regularly. The problem is that I have a bit of a toxic relationship to my foam roller. I will give myself 30 days to change that. From now on, I will foam roll the following areas every day: my calves, all sides of my thighs, my back, and my feet. This was day 1 of foam rolling, and the pain was not as bad as I expected it to be after 1 year of not using my foam roller. But if the pain level stays the same throughout the challenge, doing this for the next 29 days is not going to be fun. Oh, this is bad. I've just completed day 6 and I feel like the pain just gets worse every single time I do it, especially at the outside of my leg and in my back. But I think I will just keep going for now. The pain immediately disappears when I stop rolling, so I hope that this doesn't cause permanent damage. It's day 9 today, and I've noticed that I'm standing and sitting a little bit more upright directly after foam rolling and for around about 2 hours after it. And also my jaw seems to be a little less tense after foam rolling. So yeah, I'm starting to notice some benefits besides my kitchen getting cleaner. Good morning, it's currently 4:30 and I'm about to do my foam rolling. I'm awake this early because I have to travel to my employer's head office today for my annual feedback conversation. I'm always a little bit nervous before my feedback conversation, but this time it's the first with my new boss, and he's a bit of an interesting person, so I'm extra anxious this year. But I hope that torturing myself with this is going to take my mind off it, at least for now. It's almost 10 p.m. and I've finally reached my hotel room. My feedback conversation was cancelled because my boss called in sick, so I had a really chill day at the office. And we also had our summer party at work this evening. The food was great, as always, but now I'm just excited to go to bed. It's day 13 and I've moved Mission Foam Rolling down into the basement because it's way too hot upstairs to move there at all. But since I've come this far in this challenge, that's not going to stop me from rolling. I finally picked up my new glasses this morning, and it almost feels like a little treat for making it halfway through the challenge that I have them now. I'm sure that foam rolling will feel way better with this new tool. Okay, for transparency. The pain that I experience while foam rolling is getting better overall. It's just the outside of my tights where the pain is getting worse and worse, and it just feels horrible to foam roll there. But overall I'm happy with the progress I'm making, and yeah, foam rolling is still not something that I look forward to doing, but it's not a completely terrible experience anymore. I started to go a little crazy lately and use my foam roller as a stretching aid. I love how deeply it stretches along the side of my rib cage when I bend over the foam roller. I only came up into my kitchen to film this clip because I needed a little bit more space to do so. Besides that, it's way too hot up here to do anything, so I'm going right back into my basement. Outside, the heat is unbearable and it's supposed to get even hotter during the next couple of days. I even asked my old neighbor if I should buy groceries for her tomorrow, but luckily she has enough at home to sustain her for the next days. If you have old neighbors around you, remember to look after them during a heat wave, because old people suffer even more in the heat than young people. It's day 19 and I got up extra early today because I wanted to get my run done while it's still 25 degrees outside and not almost 40. I'm going to do my foam rolling next, and then I will walk to the grocery store right when it opens. I just want to get everything that involves movement done while the temperature is still somewhat reasonable. Afterwards I will probably take a nap because it's the weekend and I got a chance to do so. The heat has really impacted my sleep over the last night, so I will take the opportunity to get some more. Also, this video was never meant to be how to survive a heatwave content, but I think it's a great reminder that fitness challenges and fitness goals in general never exist in a vacuum, and that we always have to take the context into account when we judge ourselves on that. I just wanted to prove to you guys that I'm not complaining about nothing, and that it's really over 28 degrees in here. Outside it's over 39 degrees and humidity on top of that. It's really a catastrophe. It's day 24 and I love that it's finally cool enough again to be up in my living room. What I also love is that I start to notice a difference in my leg due to the foam rolling. Specifically, I notice that it is a lot less tense overall in the muscles, but it also started to feel a bit unbalanced between the front side of my lower legs around my chins where I'm not foam rolling and the rest of my legs where I am foam rolling. So I decided to also roll around my chins with this little ball, because I don't want it to feel unbalanced, but I also don't feel comfortable using the actual foam roller around my chins because the bone is so close to the skin there. I quickly wanted to mention the book that I'm currently reading. It's Actionable Gamification by Yu-Kai Chu. I hope that I pronounced that correctly. And in his book he talks about how to gamify systems that are not games by themselves, for example websites and stuff like that. Facebook and YouTube, for example, also use gamification principles, but at the heart of it he's talking about what drives human behavior and what motivates people to do things, and he has 8 different core drives that drive human behavior. I'm mentioning the book here because I believe that the third core drive that he mentions, which is empowerment of creativity, has also been at play during this challenge, in the sense that it made the whole process a lot more enjoyable, because whenever I was foam rolling I didn't just put myself through the more or less painful process of foam rolling, but also through the process of filming my first YouTube video and being creative in that sense. And I believe that that is really enhanced my motivation to keep up with this challenge, to the point where foam rolling is now a more or less enjoyable experience. So if you also try to motivate yourself to do something hard or uncomfortable at the moment, try to find a way to incorporate creativity into the process. You could, for example, film a video or bullet journal about it, or paint, or whatever comes to your mind. Just make the challenge about something more than just the challenge and the discomfort. This was it for this challenge. Of course, the most interesting question is, are we friends now? Well, I wouldn't necessarily say so, but we also don't hate each other anymore. As you've seen throughout the video, the pain while foam rolling actually got less over time, and I could experience some benefits because of the foam rolling, mostly having less overall tension in my muscles, also in surprising positions like my jaw. I would be lying if I say that I will continue to foam roll daily in the future, but I will definitely commit myself to continue doing the foam rolling around twice a week. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see what I'm up to next.